1, 2, 3. Greetings, witches, warlocks, maidens, mothers, crones, will-o'-the-wisps, fae, fee, fi, fo, fum. It is I, Tom.
And Galen.
And we are here to deliver your 15 minutes of FUME. Today we are playing a little bit of catch-up, sniffing the new perfumes released in collaboration with Spiritus Arcanum, the occult retailer. We collaborated last year on perfumes for Walpurgisnacht. Yeah?
Yeah.
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 And we did so again this year, expanding the whole thing. Last year I think we did 4 perfumes.
That sounds right.
5? I don't know.
4 to 5.
Well, this year we did 8.
Whoa!
And plus a beard oil. And what do they even smell like? One of them, the Man in Black, we reviewed last year. So I would refer you to last year's video for that fragrance, which I will link to in the caption. And the beard oil that we've released this year, in addition to the perfume, is a, the same fragrance, but in a lighter oil blend that is meant to be nourishing for the face hairs. You do not have to be a man in black to wear or enjoy this beard oil. And in fact, the devil is probably, the ultimate, gender fluid icon. We stan. So... You don't like that word.
No.
Galen won't say stan.
If you want to know why, look into the history of Stan.
Yeah.
Realize why I might find it negative. Anyway.
Look at the time. We're already off on a tangent. So we're just going to go through these perfumes in the order that they appear on the Spiritus Arcanum website, which is spiritusarcanum.com. So, again, we are not selling the perfumes through the Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab site. This is a pre-order that they're running for the next 2 weeks through that website, and this is just your one chance to get these perfumes.
Not on our website.
Yeah.
Just going to repeat that.
I need to be very clear about that because we've been getting some customer service requests on our side for things, and while I don't mind that because I love it when people say hi, we
have it.
We really have nothing to do with the selling or shipping or anything of these products. So, first of all, when you go to spiritusarcanum.com, you receive this lovely pop-up asking if you would like to join their newsletter and receive emails about their various comings and goings and sellings, and the answer is yes, you do want that. If there's an interesting small business out there that is selling things and sends emails on a non-annoying interval, like us, for example, you should sign up for those. It's a wonderful way of making sure they can contact you when you inevitably decide that social media is no longer worth your time. So, the first perfume listed on the site is Horn of Benediction.
Yeah, I was gonna...
Now, obviously, these relate to, the goat figure in the witchcraft. A horn of benediction, the right hand of the sabbatic goat, the heavenly sanctum of the heretic made saint, the hand of blessing and cleansing, healing and hallowing. Marble white sandalwood, threaded with veins of ambergris, crystalline holy water, galbanum, pettigrain, white vetiver, flowering sage, and the memory of incense smoke. It's all in your head.
All right.
So... Yes, so it's this collection opens with the Horn of Benediction and the Horn of Malediction. 2 horns, 1 goat. It sounds like a viral video that we are not making today. Would you like to smell the Horn of Benediction?
Yes.
Would you like to smell what the Horn of Benediction has been cooking? Oh, wow. So right off the bat, I'm getting that kind of misty ambergris scent. Definitely getting a kind of a pale sandalwood.
Mm-hmm. And the sage.
You're getting the sage.
I am getting a bit of the sage, yeah.
I don't know if I'm getting that or if it's all in my memory.
It might be in my memory of incense smoke.
I like, so the crystalline holy water suggests that there is an aquatic mineralic tone to this somewhere. I'm not getting it now, but I like that I'm getting some kind of misty, resinous, I like that there's a lightness to it. It's this, dawn breaking after a whole night full of like zombies and vampires, and it's like, oh no, now it's like the holy time when all of the bad things have to go away. Bad things. All of the interesting things have to go away.
There you go.
Got it. Here I'm getting two things I wasn't getting before. I am getting that like sort of mineralic note, which kind of goes with the marbled motif, where it's kind of stony and like, it's like a headstone, like a cemetery in early morning scent. And then I'm also getting a weird sense of that pettigrain, which like brings it into a kind of a earthy, grassy realm. Peaceful, quiet.
Peaceful dawn cemetery, for
Yeah.
sure.
There is a reverence in the scent. Gently uplifting, but not too bright-sided, It's not just going to tell you that you can heal your chronic pain with, yoga and mindfulness. I don't know what that sound is outside. I think it could be the devil themselves.
Hi!
Coming to settle
Here
the score.
comes the horn of benediction.
Yeah. Doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
What if opening these perfumes one by one were actually like, breaking the seals that bring about the actual apocalypse, for which everything else so far has just been a prelude. Little old us. Yeah, sorry.
Raise my glass to you.
My horn.
Raise my horn to you.
Shall we dip into the malediction?
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, we
What's
gotta...
the other horn smell like? Compare.
Right.
Well, what are the notes?
Oh, right.
Well, let's go into
Let's find
the
out.
notes of the horn of malediction.
Horn of malediction. The left hand of the witch's devil, that which conjures, curses, and wakes the dead from their slumber. I can hear people perking up now. The beating of cloven hooves upon scorched earth, which awakens the bones below. An ink-black tangle of patchouli and vetiver roots, dripping with amber sap, surrounding a beating heart of myrrh, frankincense, gaiac, and red labdanum.
Okay, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be like
Is this the horn for me?
There's the daytime ride and then there's the nighttime ride. Sometimes it's the same ride.
Oh my god.
Oh, Sorry, I went right for the skin. Shows where my mind is going. Woo, that is a thorny, snarly, gnarly, sinister, snarky perfume.
That's like, yeah. Oh wow, big patchouli vetiver knot of like goodness.
No, the patchouli vetiver of malediction.
Oh right, not of goodness of Sorry. Oh my god.
It's got so much attitude.
This is yes,
like
it does.
Firuza Balk getting off the bus saying, "We are the weirdos, mister."
It does. Weirdly, I completely agree with that. That is, it's got the craft quality.
It smells like one of those occult shops that like wants to scare you a little.
Yes.
Because there are different kinds. There's like the Love and Light and like polished pebbles in a dish kind of place, and then there's the one with lots of like velvet ropes and curtains that you're not supposed to go behind.
Yeah, and like.
And signs saying, "Please do not touch."
Please.
Maybe just do not touch. Wow, okay.
A lot of attitude.
Yeah.
A lot, and I love it.
Yes. Also, I would love to layer these together, but first, I already put it on the skin, so I guess I should smell my knuckle, my little goat knuckle. That amber is really in there making this like a nice smooth ride. It's like your friend who's into more dangerous stuff than you, but you do oddly trust them,
Mm-hmm.
Like
Till they turn on you.
They like you. No, I don't think they would do that. But they might get seduced by forces, that they have no business playing with, and then you end up in danger or having to save them, or they don't make it. We were all teen goths. We know how it went.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Wow.
I really do love this.
The amber, though, it is like there's like a sweetness to it that is like a kind of a weird, seductive, like friendly going quality.
Yes. The patchouli and vetiver really have the edge, but then the amber is like
holds
kind of
the
what
center.
Is drawing you in.
You're
like, oh, it's not that bad.
I can completely see. Okay, so it's again daytime, nighttime scents, and I can see how they would smell really good together in concert.
Yes. Actually.
And then, shattering the binary, folks, we have the light betwixt the horns. Got that? There is
the third component.
the third one here, light betwixt the horns. The marriage of heaven and hell, a scent of the crossroads, and brow lit aflame by gnosis, fiery, luscious, grounding, arousing, and a touch feral. This is the gnosis of the Sabbath, the torch of Baphomet, the result of the pact. Standing between... Okay, this is a lot of text. It's wonderful. I'm just... want to know what it smells like. I'm dying. Scorched amber.
Fast forward.
Scorched amber with a core of pulsating red musk.
Okay.
Thick with dark, sweet-aged patchouli root,
Uh-huh.
cypress bough, and juniper berries, blackened and dried fruits, and clove husk.
I am listening.
Yes, and what's so funny is this is a third scent that sounds like it would layer with the other two, and you might be asking, how many scents could you responsibly layer at once? And the answer is...
However you want.
Do not let the laws of man govern your profane/sacred desires.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay, so right in there I'm getting the clove, the
Yes.
juniper, obviously the red musk. It's
The
like
red musk.
the red elephant in the room.
This is like a sweet... Oh, it does say sweet-aged patchouli. I was like, this is that sweet patchouli that we use
This is
sometimes.
that
And I'm
sweet.
like, it really is.
Sweet, sweet patchouli.
This
is
is
like
so good.
When your goth has mellowed and they're not like doing the hard stuff as much anymore, they have done it, and they are wise in their counsel about it. But, it's like, it's the middle pillar, It has this wonderful sweet herbal quality. It really weirdly, it must be the cypress, because I was going to say I'm getting like a bay leaf from it, because that's something that I burn a lot in, banishing, etc. And this reminds me of that smell. Yes, Disco? Come on. You want to come up? I'm going to put some of this perfume on my wrist, and then I'm going to give this dog a treat. Because he's restless, because we're talking to apparently no one. He's like, no one's here, bitches.
Why are you doing this again?
Here, come here.
You set up the lights, and then you just like
Talk.
talk in the center of the room, and
While
I don't understand.
putting on fragrances. It must look like witchcraft. Do you want to smell?
Oh my god. Wow, a little foresty, fruity, dark forest.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Something over here he's reacting to. Yes. Say hi to the nice people, Disco. Yeah, this is the shop that I would shop in, I think. You've got your, you take your good, you take your bad.
Take them both, and then you have...
The facts of
Facts of
life.
witchcraft.
And beyond.
and beyond. Girls!
Charlotte Ray, patron saint of Walpurgisnacht.
Well, she wasn't the worst witch, so she does have witchcraft credit.
It's canon.
It's canon. Charlotte Ray, cinematic witch. This is so good.
This is one of those perfumes that you could run stealth on someone who says they don't like patchouli, because it's definitely patchouli forward, but it's a type and a blended quality that like just doesn't come up a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, the sweet patchouli is very special to me, I
Sweet
think.
patchouli.
It's not like your regular hard-edged patchouli, which I also love, but it's its own unique thing.
These are such three different perfumes from each other, and yet I love that the circles kind of overlap, Like there's kind of a story. I'm smelling them like, in order 1, 3, 2, going across the horns. Horn, light betwixt, horn. And there's like a real, a power structure, some sacred geometry.
Sacred.
We got a restless hound.
He's just like, do I want to lay on the couch? Do I want to lay on the
It's
floor?
because we have summoned something.
Why are you talking in the middle of the room?
He knows. Something approaches. Okay, so then the Man in Black, which is on here, but we did review last year, so we're going to leave that just so we can scoot right along, because we talk too much as it is. That brings us to the star of the show, Queen of ELPHAME. The Queen of the Fairies. An incredible figure in folklore whose presence is mentioned in witchcraft trials and all sorts of... There's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, there's a lot.
We can't squeeze it into our 15 minutes. But anyway, this is an homage to the Queen of Fairy. Alluring, otherworldly, alien, intoxicating, and alarming. You just described Galen. Rules beneath the mound and beside the devil himself. That's me. Fast forward. A scent which evokes glamoury and illusion. A shape-shifting white flame, thrumming with Otherworldly Power, White Amber, Sheer Vanilla Musk, Pale Woods, Yew Sap, YEW, YouTube. The witchcraft version of the video platform should be YouTube. Jasmine Sambac, Orris Butter, White Plum, and Lily of the Valley.
Okay. I'm not sure what I'm walking into here.
I know this could be...
that's a lot of very different ingredients.
I know what most of those are, but
yeah.
I don't trust myself to predict what I'm going to smell.
How will they blend?
Isn't it crazy that people are literally depending on us to find out the answer to that question?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So this is like...
Thrumming.
Clean and bright.
It's not too clean.
Not clean, but like...
I mean, compared to where we were with
like patchouli...
The devil's little hornies.
Yeah.
But there's something kind of like playful and trickstery about the smell for sure, because there's like an alluring sweetness and warmth. And then there's just like something going on in there. Yes, Disco, come on up. Come on. Wow. Really quite lively on the skin. Here I'm getting the vanilla. Whether you're afraid of the jasmine or looking for it, not seriously strong jasmine forward at all.
No.
It's just a note. Smooth, sheer, beautiful.
Yeah, just like almost like filmy.
Yeah,
gauzy, kind of just like super soft, focusy fairyland.
It reminds me a little of our Women at the Edge of the Woods perfume that the lab does. However, that one has a little more darkness and scariness and scratch to it. And this one...
These are like the fairies outside of her house.
Yes. Yeah. It really is... it also reminds me a little bit of the Last Unicorn blend. And it just feels like a weird portal to like an entirely different reality.
Yeah.
And you can't really pick apart like a lot of these notes. It's great. They're just like chosen, I feel like, to overlap into this weird, muted portrait of like ambiguous opportunities. Lily of the Valley is in there too. This is not striking me as like a floral perfume.
No.
It just has, components.
Yeah, it has those bits to it, but it is more of this just like kind of sweet, dreamy haze.
I love this. It's super romantic and intriguing and mysterious.
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
Yeah.
Do you dare to be queen for a day?
Yes.
A night? A year? An aeon? Okay. Well, let's move on then to ELPHAME'S Feast.
Okay.
Which is, in the expanded ELPHAME cinematic universe, an ethereal frenzy of diaphanous otherworldly blooms cascading over cardamom-dusted cream cakes. Will it be more floral? Will it be more foodie? Let's find out.
Only time will tell.
Only like 3 seconds will tell.
So just a little bit of time.
Whoa! What if it's both?
Wow. What if it's both?
Okay, so floral-wise, it does remind me a bit of last year's Queen of May that we did.
Mm-hmm.
It's that same kind of strange flowers, like unearthly flowers. Just kind of wet and warped and kind of like What Dreams May Come, sort of weird oil paint, expressionism quality as a floral bouquet. And then there is this weird note that turns it, like swerves into the cake.
Yeah.
With like cardamom as the bridge.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, flowers, spice, and then it's like, bam, cake in the face.
This is very fascinating.
I've never smelled anything quite like this. That cardamom is kind of like, gives it this like light, kind of like you're inhaling a spice kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like a cloud of pepper or something that you almost need to protect yourself against. Whew.
Wow.
Okay. Not a ton of sweetness either. Like these are earthy dry cakes. Spiced, It's the kind of cakes you would have with like tea. It's not like, fucking Starbucks cake pops here. That's just other perfumes we make.
It's really head to head on like the floral gourmand kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
loggerheads.
Wow.
Fascinating. And those flowers too are like kind of like unsentimental, like kind of like maybe psychoactive, rained on, trampled flowers.
Yeah.
Like there's something kind of a bit earthy about it, almost muddy.
It's like May Queen after dark.
Yeah, this is Walk of Shame May Queen. Not that you have anything to be ashamed of.
There's like a little bit of Knave of Hearts of it because of the like floral gourmand quality.
But it doesn't have that sweetness that's just like
No.
that fairy tale sweetness. This is
No.
like weirdly mature, you know? This is like the fairy tale for real where it's like, wow, none of this is as, you know, playful anymore. Whereas the Queen of Elphame one really had that kind of beguile, and then I feel like this is kind of like the reality of when you realize that you're in way over your head.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel in control of any part of this scent, and it's intimidating and exciting. A very strange brain created this.
Indeed.
Hats off. Wow. That spice in it is a really fascinating kind of little kick, you know, because right when you start to kind of like wallow and kind of rest a little easy in that cascade of floral notes, there's that spice that kind of like pings your attention.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. It really does have this kind of weird spectral, like, religious offering quality I just can't describe. Like food that is not for human consumption.
Yeah.
That brings us to second to last, Jack in the Green. An olfactory offering to King of May and Lord of the Greenwood, a play of light and shadows in the deepest old-growth forest, a patchwork of soft mosses clinging to venerable tree branches, creeping vines speckled with spring blossoms, and a whisper of verdant, untamed green musk. All right, you Ren Fair hippies, let's get psycho. Yeah. I mean, that's the shit right there. It's so lush. It's spicy and kind of horny.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's got that muskiness and the sharpness, and like it really, you know, when the hobbits are like, they have to jump off the path because of like the horrible, you know, like bloody ghost horses are attacking them and they're just like crouching, you know? I feel like this is what that smells like. It's like full Shire.
Very
all
specific.
all
Okay.
Shire all the time. It reminds me of a classic BPAL that I like, but I can't remember what that is. So many like layers of different greens in one bottle.
Yeah.
Like obviously this is like a little more trad mask than something like Queen of Elphame. I gotta say though, nature belongs to everyone, and so does musk. So like, don't let that intimidate you. Oh, and now I'm getting a little bit of it. You know, like there's a little hint of the floral. It just smells so outsidey
Yeah.
in a very realistic way
Yeah.
that I wasn't prepared for. But I think the musk is also taking it into like a warm, easygoing presence of like an entity that makes it like, and also establishes it as like a fragrance for a person instead of just like a purely botanical like aromatherapy blend.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What would you compare this to?
I'm struggling. I don't know.
It's a bit spicy. I would almost say that there's like a leather in it, but maybe it's maybe something about the vines. I don't know.
Or whatever tree branches may be involved.
Right,
We
right,
don't
like
know-
woody.
we don't know what they are.
Like it's got to be like the woody quality to it.
Mhm.
I just feel like as I go with it too, like it just feels like you're moving through the forest, so you're just, you know,
Picking
smelling
up different things.
Yeah, this is like the smell that Nicolas Cage's character in Pig would wear.
Okay, I was just like wondering which Nicolas Cage character you were going to say, and I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, wait a minute.
Right.
This is the scent Nicolas Cage's character. You're like,
BPAL
frozen
fragrances
in
as
horror.
Nicolas Cage performances. A thesis.
oh, okay, well that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think in the comments.
This is like a... I like, as this is drying a bit, it's like letting some light in. it's kind of like, it's like uplifting, and on the cheerful side, it's like an encouraging scent. You know, you get a sense of this like jolly wisdom, you know? Does that make sense?
Yeah. You're not scared in the woods.
Not in
these
these
woods are home.
There, Jack in the Green has got you. I don't know if he can protect you from the Queen of the Fairies, but
Nobody can.
maybe someone should write a play about it.
Right.
All right, so this brings us to our final installation in the Walpurgisnacht collection, which is Hagstone. Which, when I saw this on the list, my attention was grabbed immediately. I'm a Hagstone lover. I have known to have a Hagstone or three about the house. Now, a Hagstone is, you know, an ancient amulet that is like a stone that is a natural hole worn into it by water erosion. Also known as the adder stone, as in snake, not as in, you know, abacus. Said to be formed by writhing serpents, which, you know, I've never known a serpent to do that, but I grew up in Arizona.
Who says it didn't happen?
Right. It says salt-polished stone, sea foam, ocean spray, balsam, tobacco flower, white kelp, and black tea. So what I love about this is it's not just like, you know, an aquatic scent. There are elements here that pull it into like a whole different territory and create this like scent portrait of like enjoying a cup of tea, smoking a pipe, and contemplating the power of your hagstone, which is just like a great way to spend time. In the bottle, you get that kind of like briny sea spray smell that is familiar to other great perfumes we've done, like Swamp Skank and Cthulhu, and like there's a hint of that. I have to say, there's something about the tobacco flower in this. That's one of my favorite stealth notes. I've really loved it in the past. It really adds its own sort of piquant, like strange little sobbing cry to any fragrance, and it really pulls it into this like different place, so you're not, as the description says, not just by the seaside anymore. It's like recollected. I can't wait to put this on. It's so rare that we get a scent, I think, where the aquatic component is really just like part of the show. It's a scene stealer. It tends to be really dominant in the bottles. It's not a super popular scent family. You know, the aquatic scents that we sell often struggle a bit. The people who love them really love them, and everyone else is like, to some people it might smell soapy, or
truly an acquired taste.
Right.
If you love them, you love them.
Or you just need just the right one.
Yeah.
And not everyone wants to try like, you know, 10 of them to find the one. I want more of this. I really want to like blast it because I've smelled so many things by now. My God.
Yeah, the black tea and the tobacco flower sweeten it up and give it like a nice, I don't know, dry land component.
It really reminds me kind of like a very sexy aftershave.
I agree with that, yeah.
The tobacco flower has this lovely natural kind of sweetness.
Yeah.
The tea has this like wonderful kind of like dry, you know, like bitter herbal quality.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the stoniness that kind of blends into the like oceanic qualities. This is like what you want the Lighthouse movie to smell like instead of like, you know, demonic farts.
Right. Yeah, that lighthouse and the inhabitants definitely didn't smell good.
This is like the platonic ideal of a lighthouse fragrance. If you're a lighthouse keeper, this is your fragrance. Welcome. This is your lighthouse, and here's your fragrance.
Please wear it and try not to stink.
Right. Please bathe often and wear this fragrance. Cannot stress enough. Avoid drinking all the varnish.
Yeah.
We've taken the precaution of putting child-proof caps on all of the varnish bottles. We have left a variety of scrimshaw sculptures for your pleasure. Okay. This is very easygoing. It's incredibly gender neutral. It reminds me a little bit of that Alien Siren one, again, from the Dead Blondes, Bad Mothers, but like weirdly more personable.
Yeah.
It's like, it's very inviting. It's a kind of like sweetly intoxicating. There's almost a minty quality to it.
It just has like for me like big sleepy coastal town
Yeah.
energy, and
There's
I really
it has
like
secrets.
Yes.
So I'm going to wear this and then
Solve a mystery.
use my hagstones to like contemplate, you know, the other realms. That's just like now, because I have this fragrance, it's on my to-do list. So it really shows you what the right fragrance can inspire. Some of these, it's like you want to like roll around, you know, engaging in like devilry and, you know, divine madness. And then others,
Not so
you
much.
approach, you know, reverently because you're in the presence of like unseen power. And then sometimes you just want to like sit back and contemplate and listen to messages coming in from wherever. So
Someone's calling me on my hagstone.
yeah.
Hello.
I tried to call you on your hagstone, etc. Did I get the lyric right?
I don't know.
I don't know. You don't have to include
It's
it.
not, I don't even know the song, honestly. I know the meme.
Right. Well, some of you are probably looking at your hagstones impatiently, wondering when we're going to wrap up. So, I should make a wrist, like a watch band for my hagstone. That would be so cool. I can be like, I have to go. You be well. So, and with that, we have to go, and you be well. Again, all of these perfumes are available for a limited time from SpiritusArcanum.com, and the limit on that time is May 21st, 2022. That is when the pre-orders close for these perfumes, and we will make them, in some sense literally, because we work in production. Spiritus Arcanum will sell them to you, and that is how we celebrate the Witch's Night all year round. You'll have it in a bottle, and you can do with it as you please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How fun.
We didn't do anything for Walpurgisnacht, really. We had talked about, you know, doing something, and then we decided that we
just watched something instead.
we were very tired.
Yeah, it was hard to get off of the floor.
so many, I think there's like ley lines running across here, and we're just like, you know, sucked gravitationally onto the carpet.
Yeah.
Watching Russian Doll. So.
Right, it was Russian Doll.
Right, we did that instead. It felt apt.
It was fun.
I felt
highly
justified.
recommended.
So anyway, thank you so much for paying attention to our glib, inane commentary about these scrumptious fragrances. And we wish you all the best with them, and we would love to hear your thoughts and opinions as they roll in, whether in the comments here or at the BPAL.org web forum, where people may leave reviews of their fragrances. Even if you don't like them. You bought it, you might as well get to say something. So with that, we bid you adieu, and we shall return to you soon with more fragrant commentary.
I smell like all of these at once, and I'm like having a witchy fairy party.
Yes, you are a witchy fairy party.
Oh,
And
I need
I don't
lunch.
say that to just anyone. Let's have lunch. Bye.
Bye.